Welcome to Talk, ladies and gentlemen. I got a converter on my thing. Today is September the 26th, 2025. We're going to be talking about TNA. Because they got Victory Road happening tonight. I won't be watching that because I don't have the TNA Plus app. But I will be watching Friday Night SmackDown because we have a triple threat match for the Women's Championship. That's happening tonight. But on TNA, we found out what type of match the Hardys and Team 3D will have, the Dudley Boys will have, at Bound for Glory in their last match against each other. And what is the stipulation? So the stipulations are the Hardys wants to beat those guys. They want to pin them. Right? So they want to be the best. I guess they never pinned the Dudleys. Because they had a steel cage match, TLCs, tables match, and none of those matches was pinfalls. So I think they had some pinfalls, but they never had a regular tag team match. So Hardy says, if we beat you, you're going to shake our hands and say we are the greatest tag team. They will do the same thing if the Dudley Boys wins. They will shake their hands and say they are the greatest tag team of all time. And then, ladies and gentlemen, but Team 3D says, is that all you're going to give us? Because their answer is no, because they want more. So, Matt Hardy says, we will put the TNA World Tag Team titles on the line as well. But the Dudley Boys still said no because they remember the Royal Rumble of 2000 where the Hardys beat them in their own match. In a tables match. So, the Dudley Boys want to beat the Hardys in a tables match. So, it's official. We have a tables match for the tag team titles at Bound for Glory. Nothing happened with NXT and the warfare between NXT and TNA. They showed it. They showed what happened on NXT. This could be only an NXT rivalry because they have some PLEs that they could put it on, and the TNA World Title is on NXT anyways, right? So maybe Mike Santana might lose this Bound for Glory match. Or Trick Williams loses the title and then he gets a rematch. But he wants that at NXT, a special PLE where we get TNA versus NXT. Like we got with Worlds Collide with WWE titles on the line, or NXT titles, and AAA titles on the line. So it could be something like that. Or, I don't see it's going to be a TNA thing. I don't see it's going to be a TNA thing. But at Victory Road, we will have Moose versus Ali. And in that match, every faction member of the System and Order 4 will be banned from ringside. And whoever wins this match gets advantage of the Hardcore War match at Bound for Glory against the System and the Order 4. So whoever wins that, it's like the War Games advantage when they do a ladder match. Or, I think that's NXT's way of doing the advantage. But NXT does the advantage, like, who comes out after the first guy. Like, which team comes first, because it will turn into a 2-on-1 handicap. And whoever wins, if Moose wins, the next person that comes out, it will be a System guy. But if Ali wins, it's going to be an Order 4 guy being next. And then it will be a 2-on-1 on Moose, Brian Myers, or Eddie Edwards. Or it will be a handicap match against Ali, John Skyler, Jason Hodge. Did I say their names right? I think I did. Or maybe I messed them around. I have no idea. But yeah, that's happened there. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's get to the matches here. We got Cedric Alexander and Leon Slater versus the Rascals. I thought it was a pretty decent match. Pretty decent tag team match. I think Cedric Alexander showed up on NXT. So did Zachary Wentz. But I thought it was a pretty. I wanted to see Leon Slater come to NXT, man. I want to see it. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, it was a pretty decent match. Byron Reed was on commentary because he's the number one contender to the X Division title against Leon Slater. The winner of that match was Cedric Alexander and Leon Slater. And then we had a face-to-face between Byron Reed and Leon Slater. We heard that Ridge Holland will be versing Mr. Mike Satana at Victory Road. I don't know what his picture graphic looks like. It looks like he's wearing a swimsuit. I don't know what he was wearing, but he's wearing something weird. I don't know why they changed that. Ladies and gentlemen, if you guys tried the What's the Status 2K25 creations, I got 3 of them. And they work very well. They got the entrances. They got the moves are correct. Yeah, everything is good for it. I enjoyed it. I have Goldberg. I got the retro AJ Styles. I got a Nikki Bella. So yeah, the only problem I have is that if I want to make the Bella twins, I can't use Nikki Bella's song because you can't use them in the tag team. And the Titantrons. That's the only problem I have. That's why I didn't get Brie Bella because, yeah, Brie Bella has her theme song, but I can't use the Bella Twins song for the tag team because I didn't unlock them. Because when I tried to like edit some of this entrance stuff, it says, oh, you can't do that because it's not unlocked, and you have to unlock it on the island. So you can't change anything of it. That's the sucky part, is that you can't change anything about it. It's like one of those wrestlers that you unlock, but there's nothing you could really change. It's like Road Dogg and their tag team. If you change the tag team emotion, he doesn't do the talking. Because I believe there's an old Road Dogg and Billy Gunn that was in the game. And when you try and put that on there, they don't do it. So I read some things on Reddit, and some people are upset that Billy Gunn doesn't have his song, I'm an Ass Man. But I went on it. He does have it. So, what are you talking about? He has his single wrestler theme. Yes, the Titantron is... No, the Titantron is him. But everything else is like DX looking thing. But everything is Billy Gunn's thing. He has his singles wrestler thing. I don't know if it was because of a patch or something, but yeah. There's some... Mark Henry has the new title motions. Some of them you have to put it on for yourself. Because as default, it will have like the old Mark Henry title victory. Or I think it was the entrance. It was one of those. Entrance or victory. You had to, if you want to use the old ones, you can use the old ones. If you want the new ones, you have to put it on yourself. It's annoying, but what you gotta do? Right? What are you gonna do? So yeah, thanks to What's the Status, I never use his stuff very much because I thought it was mods, and I thought consoles you can't use mods, so I never tried it, but it works. My game never crashed, it never had a problem, and even it works on Exhibition, not just on the created side when you edit their entrance. They look good as well. The AJ Styles looks like the one that's on 2K25, the original. So does Goldberg. So does Nikki Bella. Great looking characters. Thanks for giving that. I hope he makes more. Maybe some old school guys. I know he has Brie Bella and Nikki Bella. I believe he has an AJ Lee as well. And a couple of Pentas. I think CM Punk as well. I don't remember all of the guys he had. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Thanks to What's the Status. So now we got some TNA to talk about. We have Victoria Crawford, a.k.a. Alicia Fox. She showed up on NXT as well. I think this was her first time. Showed up on NXT? Not the reality NXT. I think she was on there. I'm talking about the NXT when it was Independent Wrestlers NXT. Has she ever been on there? Went for the Divas title, the Silver Divas belt that Paige held, Sasha Banks held, Charlotte Flair, that Divas title. I wonder if she was there and had some matches, because I know some main roster people showed up on that NXT, like Cesaro, Natalya, AJ Lee showed up a couple of times. I wonder if Alicia Fox has. That was like in 2012, 2013. I wonder if Alicia Fox has. But she had a match with Jody Threat. It was a pretty decent match. It was an okay match. Not decent, it was okay. Jody Threat lost the match because of the distraction of the returning of Tessa Blanchard. Tessa Blanchard came out, Victoria gets the win, and they celebrated because Tessa is back. Ladies and gentlemen, now we have a Battle Royal. Intergender Battle Royal. This is all about the Call Your Shots Gauntlet match that's happening at Bound for Glory. So I had to write the whole thing here because it's a big stipulation. So whoever wins this match will be the last man in the gauntlet. So he will be number 20. And whoever gets is the last person get thrown out of the ring to lose the match will be number 1 in the gauntlet match. You don't want to be number 1 because you can get pinned, right? Because you have to go through 19 other people. So it's like the Royal Rumble, but there's pinning, submission, throw people out of the ring. It's hard to do when you're number 1 and you're so tired and try to make it to 20 people. It's a little hard. So the winner of that match was Mance Warder. I thought we were going to see some NXT stars, but no. Mance Warder won the match. He's number 20. And the person that lost was Li Yang Lee. She's number 1 in this whole thing now. She's number 1 in the gauntlets. I wonder who's going to win the gauntlet match this year. I wonder. We heard that Ridge Holland will be versing Mike Santana. I think I told you guys already. So yeah, and our main event was Steve Maclin and Mr. Anderson. The guy made his return last week. Had some heated things to say to Frankie Kazarian. Well, Frankie Kazarian tried to use Mr. Anderson and talk trash about the Army persona of Steve Maclin. But ladies and gentlemen, we have Mr. Anderson and Steve Maclin versus Jake Something and Frankie Kazarian. It was a pretty decent tag team match, but the winner of that match was Steve Maclin and Mr. Anderson. That's the end of that show. Nobody attacked anyone. But I'm hoping we get to see more, maybe on Victory Road, of this war between NXT and TNA. Because, remember, Ridge Holland has a match. Ridge Holland has a match, and Trick Williams is the one that sent Ridge Holland to attack Mike Santana. Mike Santana and Trick Williams started this war when Trick Williams hit Mike Santana first on NXT while he was on commentary, and then they start the brawl. And Mike Santana is getting his hands on the NXT stars. So anything could happen tonight at Victory Road. Maybe it could be on Bound for Glory. They don't have a lot of matches. They don't have a lot of matches, but I'm hoping we get top stars in these match. NXT versus TNA. Right now, the system has a match at Bound for Glory. Mike Santana has a match. So yeah, I don't know what else they're going to do. We were supposed to have Masha Slamovich versus Ash for the Knockouts Championship, but something is happening to Masha Slamovich. She is getting questioned and all that stuff. I don't know everything that's happening here. But yeah, she's kind of in some trouble. And I don't know. I'm not going to keep talking about this because it's personal for her. I know there's a lot of people on the internet talking about it. But yeah, that match was canceled. I guess Indy Hartwell will be facing Ash for the Knockouts Championship at Bound for Glory. Now Indy Hartwell knows who she's going to be facing. Ash has a announcement for Victory Road tonight, so we will see what that is all about as well. I can't watch the show. I don't have TNA Plus. I'm not going to subscribe to it. There's too much things to subscribe to and pay for, man. There's Netflix. There's freaking TV stuff. There's other freaking apps you need to buy. Like, there's some shows on Amazon Prime. Or just Prime. I don't know if it's called Amazon Prime. But Prime, there's some shows I can't watch because it's on Prime and I don't have Prime. Prime, the TV app thingy. Whatever it's called. Prime TV. So yeah, I don't have that and there's some things I can't watch. It sucks. It sucks sometimes. It's great to see wrestling on Netflix. But there's some things I like to watch that's not wrestling, and it's sometimes I can't get it because it's on Prime. There's some things that's exclusive to just Netflix. It's a good thing I got Netflix, but I don't have Prime TV. So yeah, that's the sucky part. I don't like it. But ladies and gentlemen, if you guys enjoyed this video, hit the like button, leave a comment below, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell. I will still see you tomorrow for Friday Night SmackDown results. Bye.